Okay, well, after a couple issues, we're live. I was trying to use Streamlabs on my mobile device, and for whatever reason, I was having a problem with that. So back to StreamYard, at least for this morning. I guess mobiles will be done on StreamYard for now. Not sure if I can get the Streamlab mobile to work. I've never used that before, and I was trying to get it to work, and it wasn't working. So here we are. Good morning, Sharon. Little snafu with Streamlab mobile, so we're on StreamYard reluctantly, but we're using it so we can do our morning walk. Today is Friday. It's June 9th. It's a cloudy, cool day here in New England. Not my most favorite kind of weather. Feels like fall. I don't know where summer is, but I'm going to tell you right now, we better get a pass towards the end of the summer. It better last a little bit longer because this is bull. Good morning, Scott. How are you? Thanks for coming in. We're doing our thing. Well, because I didn't create the live stream last night, I'm relying on people that have hit that bell icon to come in, that get notified. So Law is here. You were at my other two lives. I was trying, it kept kicking me out on Streamlabs mobile. So now I'm in StreamYard, like I said, reluctantly, but on the mobile device, I guess it is what it is. So, but good morning, Law. Good to see you. Good morning, Shirley. How are you? Thanks for coming in. It is Friday morning, a cold, dreary morning here in New England. Nonetheless, the dogs are happy to be out walking. You can see Colleen back there. Molly's right here doing her thing, sniffing along and leaving P mail. And yes, smash the like button. Thank you for that. Share out the stream. Tell all your friends. We're still streaming today. Today, it's going to be a different work day for me. I'm actually going to a neighboring fire department. They have asked me to be a proctor for the testing of new hires. So I'm going to scrutinize potential candidates for the fire service. New young men and women that want to join the fire department. So good morning, Jen. How are you? Happy Friday back at you. I hope you had a great birthday yesterday. After all, it still is birthday week. Colleen's taking me out for dinner tonight. Right, Colleen?
I am. I don't know where yet because you have to tell me.
I'm thinking Italian.
Ooh.
I have a hankering for Italian food tonight.
Oh, there you go. Italian it is.
But we'll see.
We have so many options too.
But birthday week continues. Last night we had a nice evening. Basically chilling out. I didn't do a whole lot last night. Got home from work and we had dinner. You had an amazing dinner. Did you go out or did you guys stay in? I think you said you were going out, right? Where did you go? What did you have? Do tell. This lead that I have Molly on is great. I love it. She doesn't really pull on me anymore. Mr. Tranquillo, how are you, sir? That that video that you made for me while you were out on the sailboat was a big hit. People love it. Thank you so much for that. It's great. It's awesome. And Jen, I have yours. This weekend I'm going to be working on it. For some reason, I couldn't get the video to show. The audio came up, but that was on Streamlab. I can see it when I just play it independently. So it's something on my end. I think it's a switch or some kind of thing. All right. So you stayed in. Your husband is a chef. Had steak and lobster. Oh, awesome. Good for you. That's perfect. Surf and turf.
No.
Gotta love that.
No, filthy. No.
Very good. Glad you had a good night. Let's see. Here we go. A little Chiron action going on. That's one thing with StreamYard is it's been set up for a while, so I have all the scrolling in that. I'm gonna set up Streamlabs to do all the things that I like it to do, like the Chiron at the bottom and being able to give shout outs and that kind of stuff. So I think there's a way too that we can post each comment like that. Delicious chocolate cake for dessert. My favorite chocolate. Like that. So I'll be able to do that. Any leftovers, Jen? What would you like to talk about this morning, Sharon? The world is our oyster. The sky is the limit. What would you like to talk about? How about this? Has anybody seen pictures of the city of New York with all that smoke coming down from Canada? That's crazy. It's almost looks like fire in the city with the sun all orange like that. Kind of biblical looking. Craziness, all of that. But we're getting it here, but it's not bad. Like I think the cold, moist air is holding it at bay. Although it is affecting us kind of like allergies in a way. Well, get out of the poison ivy. No poison ivy. Right? It does look crazy. It's very weird. It happens. I mean, they usually get stuff like that on the West Coast when they have all the fires out there. I mean, mainstream media is trying to make out like this is something new and evil, and this happens all the time in this country. Like I said, mostly on the West Coast. Come on. But they were getting it in Arizona, in Nevada, and those areas because of all the wildfires out in Northern California. That happens every year out there for those folks. So
It's a result of poor management of the forest.
well, and it can be. Colleen, I don't know if you heard Colleen, she said poor management of the forest. So if you think about it, we rarely think about the forest, but
Get out of there. You're out.
every day, leaves, branches, and sticks, everything fall on the ground, and that's fuel. I'm staring at some of the woods right now, and it's covered with fuel. Lightning or humans, poorly extinguished smoking material, poorly extinguished campfires, and that will light that fuel and it'll spread. So
Fast.
part of the management is that they burn it on purpose so that they can burn up that fuel. It's called a prescribed burn. We do them here in this state. Although we have a lot of moisture here, we don't have the big danger like they do out west. But
No.
Did we get any rain yesterday? A little bit. My ride home from work, it was pouring. It's been off and on. Hasn't lasted too long, but it's intermittent rain, and it would be nice to see the sun. We haven't had the sun in over a week now. Good morning, Mom. Smoke is not evenly spreading. Pockets in the east worse than places close to the Canadian border. Yeah, they've had delays with planes, and the planes are flying lower. There's actually one going over us right now. I live 5 miles from a major airport, so we hear the planes. Come on. We hear the planes a lot. Their landing and takeoff flight path is kind of around us here. But good morning, Mom. It's good to see you. Yeah, the weather here, Mr. Tranquil, is okay. It's been overcast and cold. I was just saying I miss the sun. Uh-oh. Sophie is getting caught up in her her lead.
A good dog today.
Do you want to trade?
Yes.
Colleen wants to trade.
Dog.
All right.
Trying to bite her leash. No, Molly. Come on,
Jimmy, the rain we got yesterday was laughable. The weather is crazy. Did you get a lot, or it was not a lot of rain? You're supposed to stay indoors where you are. I bet. I saw a lot of people wearing masks because of the smoke. Yeah, it can be nasty. It really can. It can be nasty for sure. Little Sophie, she's having a hard time getting used to walking on the lead. We have a gentle leader. I'm going to have to use that on her, like the one for that we use with Molly. But we don't want the dogs pulling on you. They'll tear your arm right out of the socket. And she's just a baby. She doesn't know. So we got to kind of train her into it. We don't walk her enough. We need to do more walking, but places near John are in purple, and even the darkest and worse. Yeah, John lives in New York, and the smoke is just crazy. I mean, we've seen it in New York City. Like I said, they're making a big deal about it on the news, and it's a big deal, but it's not all bad. Hopefully, the fires, they're gonna get them under control and put them out soon. We got 4 drops of rain, barely. Yeah, me too. I'm with you, Sharon. There are 400 fires burning and over half of them are out of control. Yeah, well, there's two ways you can go. They can either put them out, or they'll eventually burn out because of they'll burn all the fuel, which that can be crazy because I'm sure there's neighborhoods and all of that in the path. Um, Management's the only way to really take good care of it. And what do you do in mountainous areas? I mean, it's tough to manage those forests and fuels like that. I gotta switch hands with the camera here. All right. Yeah, that's a good question for Shirley. Do they show the fires on Canadian news? That's a good question. I'm curious myself if they show that. We're not used to seeing all of that kind of stuff here on the East Coast. Like I said, the West Coast, they deal with that all the time. There's some pretty interesting videos on YouTube from fire departments out there. You want to see some crazy stuff, check that out. I mean, the fires are so bad it creates firestorms. They have their own climate when the heat get going, and it'll create wind and like fiery tornadoes and all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. The fire can jump roads. It's just amazing the power of fire. I mean, fire can be our friend. When I teach the kids about safety, I teach them that fire it can be our friend. We use fire every day. When you cook or heat your home, there's a fire in your car's engine. There's, we use campfires and we use candles for our birthdays and, ambiance and that kind of thing. But it's when fire is used in the wrong way or it gets out of control, that's when it becomes a big problem for us. And, then it's hard to deal with, especially when they get that big. Right? They do look biblical. Good morning, Vicky. Hey, Vicky, so you live in Canada. We have a question. Are they showing all the fires on the news up there? The fires that you're having? That's our topic this morning, is the Canadian fires. Forward, yeah. Colleen's asking me which direction to go in. Spin around. Sophie's having a hard time. So just like a little kid, Molly's up ahead and she's trying to catch up with her, and I won't let her go. Don't fool with Mother Nature, right, Mom? That is right. You never mess with your mother, especially Mother Nature. I'm going to stop for a minute. So the birds are they're out singing. We're able to walk. No rain here, although there's talking more rain today. And it's cold. I say cold, it's probably 48, 46, 48 degrees. It's chilly. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of this cold weather. Not at all. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share out the stream for me if you wouldn't mind. Good morning, Paul. How are you? What's everybody got planned for the weekend? Anything good? I'm going to try to wire the Jeep for our flat towing behind the RV. I need to get it done. I was going to do it last weekend, but because of the rain, I opted out, but I have the garage clean enough where I think I can bring the Jeep in now. So even if it rains, I'll bring it inside and I'll work on it. Well, I had to take a lighter away from my nephew Jackson the other day. He didn't like that. I took it away from him. He doesn't need to be messing with lighters. No, and that's one of the things I teach is kids gotta not play with lighters. If they find one, leave it alone or give it to an adult. If they're with an adult and they find one, give it to the adult. Fire's bad. When I teach the kids, we get real. And by getting real, I tell them the truth about fire. That it'll burn up everything they have, all their toys in their house, and it can even kill them. That's how real I get. You have to get real. I try not to scare them, but the reality of it is it can be really bad. So, Vicky, you're like me. I don't actually watch the news. Keep hearing from others the fires all happened at the same time, but it's not smoke. Mr. Tranquillo is planting. I'm planning sailing. It's not a big change for me though. That's okay. Something fun to do, right? You get much enjoyment from that. Paul says, I'm hopefully working tomorrow and then chilling Sunday. Right? Calling BS with the cold weather. Me too. I said that earlier. I said it's bold. Like I said, we need a mulligan for the end of the year. I want the summer to last a little bit longer then. We haven't really been able to go outside and enjoy the tiki or hanging out by the campfire, unless you like sitting in the rain, which I don't really enjoy that. When I was younger, my friends and I would plan a camping trip every year. Whether it rained or not, we would go spend the whole weekend in the rain. We would spend the whole weekend in the rain, just hanging out and getting soaked. Spend 2-3 days in it. But now, yeah, I'm not into it. Jimmy Jackson's only 8.5 years old, so yes, I'm taking the lighter period. Knowledge is power. That's why truth is so important. Yep, exactly right. Exactly right. You can't argue or lie with the truth. You can try to deny it. You can try to hide it. But truth is truth. One of the reasons why I don't watch the mainstream media is because they manufacture their own truth. Or they try to hide the real truth. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan. I like the current temps just fine. It's been 20 days without rain. We are hoping to get some Sunday. Yeah, it's just been opposite for us. 2 weeks ago, we had a couple 90-degree days, and it was lovely. The weather was perfect. Come on, this way. The weather was perfect. And then it rained. And then it rained, and then it rained, and then it rained. Terry's going hunting for the last weekend of spring bear with his son, and you'll be enjoying some girl time with your 6-year-old granddaughter. Oh, fantastic. That sounds like fun. Hey, Jimmy, I had to hold Jackson down to take the lighter away from him, but I got it, though. My goodness. Yeah. Maybe glamping. Yeah, that's the point I'm at. Our camping consists of a 36-foot Class A RV. with 3 bump outs, a bed, a living room, a kitchen, shower, and a bathroom. That's my camping. No more tent camping for me. Not if I can help it. That's right, Vicky. You may not like it, but the truth is the truth. You can't argue with it. You may not like it. You may not want to hear it. You know, it's like with these people trying to tear down statues of people, you know, trying to tear down the statue of, you know, someone like Robert E. Lee or Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson owned slaves. Well, okay, that was the practice of the day. You don't have to agree with it. I'm not saying it's the right thing, but that was the acceptable practice of the time. And whether you think so or not, the truth is that Thomas Jefferson was a great person. He was a great human being. He was smart. And he helped carve what our country is today, and the rules and the laws and the things that we're supposed to protect. Can't hide the past and history. You're going to repeat it. The truth will set you free. Doing white windshield wipers. I missed a little bit. You can't run from the truth. You had 88 degrees yesterday. Should I not be reading the comments? Should I just read them to myself? No, we're not making friends this morning. Come on. Good morning, John. How are you? Good to see you. All right, let's see. He asked you if you wanted to go hunting and camping in a tent. Well, you got the bus now. You have the Hope bus. Gotta get that on the road. Thank you, Shirley. Jefferson was huge in the expansion of the U.S. Yeah, not just that. He was huge in every way. The guy was, in my opinion, one of the greatest Americans ever. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. What goes up and down but doesn't move? Oh, stairs. That's good. That's a good one, Jen. Very good. So the dogs, you know, they sniff and then they got to pee a little. So we call it pee-mail instead of email. Leaving their pee-mail. Hey, I was here. So when the next puppy comes along. Never go bear hunting in a tent. Bears will tear the tent to shreds. Well, I mean, I don't think the idea isn't drawing the bears to your camp. Colleen's here. Colleen, wave. She's here. She's got Molly this time because Sophie, all 30 pounds of her, is she's a little doggy whirlwind. Hey, get out of the poison ivy. So I traded dogs with her. Usually I walk Molly because Molly, she's like 80 pounds. No, 65, 70 pounds. But usually she pulls. But we have that gentle leader on her. Yep. We have that gentle leader that works good. Vicky says hello. You like that, right, Jen? Female? It's like, oh, they smell an animal and they're like, oh, all right, well, I'm gonna I'll leave a little mail here to say I was here too. Yeah, human burrito. Yeah, me either. I envision the bear seeing a tent and just grabbing it with a human in it. Mmm. He likes the creamy center. Mmm. Colleen goes, that's gross. Yeah, it's pretty gross. If you don't put food in your tent, you normally won't have issues with bears. That's right. That's always been the rule. Never put food in your tent. When we went camping in bear country, we would put the food in the vehicle that we were in, or put it up in a tree. Even though bears can climb trees, we would tie the food up in like a bag or something, put it up into a tree. But the best thing is just put it in your car, your vehicle. They usually won't mess with it there. I have seen some videos where bears will try to get in people's cars, but for the most part, they won't mess with it. They won't mess with it. Let's see. No candy in your pockets. Bears do like sweets, don't they? So do I. And I'm no bear. I'm no average bear. Right? We have them here. There could be a bear right now watching us.
More likely the deer.
Yeah, more likely the deer. He came home from work yesterday, and he was coming down the driveway, and he said he saw some deer right on the edge of the driveway in the woods. It's nice here. I like the fact that we have all the wildlife here where we live. I just don't like the cold. It's bear and wolf proof, right? Never ever, I missed it. It's never ever put it near a river. Alligators will attack. We don't have any alligators here in the Northeast, so only in cages.
That's not to say a nice skunk might come walking by.
I've stayed many nights in a tent. I just can't get up and down from the ground. Yeah, that's the problem with camping now. Morning, Billy. I have a hard time getting up and down 36-foot Class A camper. That's my tent. It has an engine and wheels and a suspension, and that's my new tent. How's everything going, Billy? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I used to hunt all the time, Vicky. I was an avid hunter since I was a young boy. I got my first shotgun when I was 10, I think, or 11. It was a Christmas gift from my dad. I've killed deer and pheasants and ducks and partridge, and was an avid hunter. I never bear hunted. I never really liked the taste of bear. I have always had one credo for hunting. I would never kill something I wouldn't eat unless it was, a menace or something, or doing something bad to me. So I love venison, ducks and pheasants and that. But I never would hunt a bear. Not a big fan of the meat. And although moose is good, I would never hunt a moose because they're just too damn big. You need some specialized equipment to try to get that moose meat out of the woods. But I don't do much hunting anymore. I would if I had to. Like I said, I certainly know how to do it. I haven't hunted in years. I bet it's been 20 years, 15 to 20 years since I hunted last. Again, I'm not against hunting. Hunting is a good thing as long as things aren't overhunted. It's management. People are like, how can you kill a deer? Well, it's as long as it's done properly. If you don't, the deers can be overpopulated. They'll run out of food, that kind of thing. But yeah, no, haven't hunted in a while. It's been a while since I've done it. But if I had to, self-preservation would say, yes, I will hunt. That's why I don't bother the animals that come through the yard, the deer, the turkeys, the pheasants and that. Just let them be. I want them to come around because if I need them, they'll be here. Beer is so good, just got to know how to cook it. Bear fat is like gold, so healthy for you. Making face cream from it. I've heard that. I've heard that that the bear fat is good. Just never really wanted to do it. Hunted a lot of deer, got a lot of deer in my time. Eaten a lot of deer. You have a 33-foot camper. Oh, I missed one. Can't have your choice of 4 colors now if you have a personal flavor preference. Oh, I must have missed something. John says he has a 33-foot camper. I don't have a vehicle to haul it. Oh, wow. I was going to ask you if it was a tow behind or not. I wanted to show you the house. I have bunting on it. I put bunting on it. Flag Day is Wednesday. There's the Jeep. You can see the Jeep has the tire cover. And there's the girl. That's my 36-foot Fleetwood. That's what I take camping. There's the garden. This way, Sophie. We'll walk around the camper so you can see it. I have it opened up. We're going to, we have some friends coming in from Indiana next week, and they'll be staying in the camper. So that's it. Notice the number plate. It's the Tourist Express. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's nice here. I have just under 3 acres of land. Those woods behind us, there used to be 80 acres of nothing but forest. And somebody bought it, and guess what they did? They built a bunch of houses on it. That's where I used to hunt, was out there. Yeah, you like the plate? Yep, it's the Tourist Express. Hunting is not as important as knowing people who hunt and like to show off their take. Hunting's important if you're hungry. I hunted a lot as a boy where we grew up. We didn't have a lot. My folks did the best that they could, and we hunted a lot. And hunting and fishing. That's another thing I haven't done in a while is fishing. Kind of let Sophie in the house. Come here, baby. Come on. Come here. All right. So I'll go back outside. I gotta fix my flag. Yeah. So I put the bunting up. That'll stay up until Veterans Day. There's the good old glory. Love my flags. Love my country. Saves money too. Charlie, do you hunt? No, I don't do lives on the weekend. I do a live every weekday, so I like to take a couple days off. Although I do like doing the lives, I need some time to do other things, and then sometimes in the mornings I just like to chill, especially on my day off. I'll get up, still wake up around 5, but I'll get up and the dogs and I will just chill out, and I'll have my coffee and hang out, and then I get ready for my day. I'm usually out and about doing something around 8:30. But so I'll be back Monday morning with our morning live, Cup of Joe. Jen, thank you for posting the swag. And Sharon mentioned the Helping Hands for Cruising. That's coming up in July. Let's see. If you eat too much bear meat, you will have your own personal aroma. Is that true? I get venison every year. My friends love to bring me. Yeah, venison's good. I have a friend of mine who's an avid hunter, and he'll usually bring me some steaks or a roast. I remember when they used to hang those at the baseball stadiums, right? That's bunting. Let's see. There you go. I hang the bunting every year. If you haven't figured it out yet, I love my flag and my country. That's why I hang a lot of it. But we got to exchange info so we can chill, have a real good convo. All right, Vicky, have a good weekend. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate and love you, my friend. Peace and love to you. I'm going to get ready to go, actually, because I'm going to, like I explained in the start of my live, once I finally got it going, I'm going to another fire department today. They've invited me to take part as a chief officer, proctoring the potential for new employees. So they're bringing candidates in, and I'll be part of the process to evaluate these young men and women that are looking to get their start in the fire service. So it's an important, integral part of what we do and the molding future first responders. So in my eye, it's important, and that's what I'll be doing today. So had to get up at least 3 this morning. Had to take my son to school. He's traveling for a robotics competition. Oh wow, darn. Well, I hope they win, or at least just have fun. So don't forget PMA, positive mental attitude. PMA definitely will save your day. And when I tell you I'm living proof that it works, please believe me that it does work. Positive attitude supports positive energy, which chases out negative energy, and it'll make your day, it'll make your week, it'll make your year, it'll make your life. Believe me, PMA works. Don't forget to make a difference in somebody's day. Say a kind word, smile, shake a hand, give a hug if they're willing. Tell somebody they look good, in a good way, not a creepy way. Think about our first responders, the men and ladies of the police, fire, for EMS, hospital folks. They're out there every day supporting all of us, keeping us safe. So take good care of them. Think about our veterans, past, present, and future for that matter. Those that are on the wall every day, selflessly, quietly protecting us and keeping us safe. Protecting that flag behind me, protecting the meaning of that flag, the freedoms and the liberties that we all get to enjoy every day. The freedom to be able to say, I don't like hunting bear, or the freedom to say, I don't like the color of your shoes. Um, People's opinions are important, and the freedoms that you get in order to express your opinion is far much more important. And that's one of the things that flag behind me represents. So hold it high in very high regard. Salute it every day. Salute it every day. Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. Pretty far from all right, Jerry. Sorry, getting into my Seinfeld mood. But yeah, support the flag. Remember, Wednesday, the 14th, that's going to be a hump day cocktail hour. We're gonna dedicate cocktail hour to the flag because it will be Flag Day. Love and appreciate you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. Hope you're going to do something fun or something that's good for your soul. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. I want to wish everybody peace and love from deep down in my heart. My name is Jimmy. You know me. I am your astute tourist, and guess what? I will see you Monday at 6 a.m. Love you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.